Barbershop Conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So let's talk about Shakur Stevenson going with HBO. I saw Tickets TV. I heard Tickets TV, and I actually heard Dream Chaser Boxing, and they disagreed. And what I want to say is, if you know someone is ripping you off, taking money, taking money out of your kid's mouth, per se, out of your children's mouth, and two, if you stood on the side of Colin Kaepernick, should you salute the HBO Pledge of Allegiance? Should you salute their flag, or should you go elsewhere? That's the question at hand. And my answer to this is, if you have an Al Heyman who, by all accounts, is paying people exceptionally well, if your secretary's taking a private jet, well, she's not taking it anymore, but the first year she was. If your workers are in a private jet, only God knows what the fighters and managers and trainers are being paid. I don't know. I only can speculate, but it comes off as if they're doing well, And if Floyd Mayweather is your rubric for understanding how well Al Heyman treats his fighters, then he treats them exceptionally well. Now let's talk about Shakur Stevenson saying Floyd Mayweather was lazy or tired or something like that. Well, when you sign with Al Heyman, when you sign with Floyd Mayweather, you're basically signing with Al Heyman, right? And it's everyone. Floyd Mayweather Al Heyman allowed everyone to grow. In my eyes, that's how I see it. You have Broner Promotions, you have About Billions Promotions, you have Mayweather Promotions, you have Porter Promotions, you have, I think Garcia may have something coming through the works, so, but it's all under the watchful eye of Al Heyman. Al Heyman, I don't know what goes on in the back room, but I only hear that nothing goes on without Al Heyman acknowledging, whether it's Showtime, Bounce TV, MTV. You guys get what I'm saying. So he's not in theory signing with Floyd Mayweather. He's signing with Al Heyman. And if I'm a fighter and I have the options after Shakur Stevenson, I would never sign with Golden Boy. I would never sign a contract with HBO, not unless it's an out clause at the 5 fights and the signing bonus is $1 million, $500,000, or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? Every 5 fights, there's an out clause or something like that where you're free and clear. Or it has to be something like that where I can renegotiate my contract after I'm 5-0 with 5 knockouts, et cetera, et cetera. So I would lean towards an Al Heyman type of fighter. And whether he should disrespect a Floyd Mayweather like that, remember, he's an extension of Andre Ward and Virgil Hunter. And shout out to all my military men out there. You always got to be the first one off the airplane or the helicopter and the last one to get on. And Shakur Stevenson is proving that to be true in his statements. I'm standing on the shoulders of Virgil Hunter to Andre Ward and now Shakur Stevenson. Why would I betray my allies when Floyd Mayweather has been very boisterous in calling my trainer a terrible trainer? I believe, well, maybe he'll co-train. I don't know who's on the train, Shakur Stevenson, but I would assume that Virgil Hunter will have something to do with that. So I see nothing wrong with that because he's just echoing the sentiment of what Andre Ward won't say public and what Virgil Hunter has been alluding to for some time. Now let's fast forward to how HBO treats black fighters. If you want to know how HBO treats black fighters, I'm going to give you 2 current examples. I'm not going to deal in the past because I may have some young boxing fans. I may have some old boxing fans, and you guys may not have been around in the 90s and early 2000s. But we're going to use Guillermo Rigondeaux and Andre Ward. I'm just going to say two things about Andre Ward. Andre Ward has never had a bad interview. That two, his nickname is SOG, Son of God, and he's an Olympic gold medalist. Our last Olympic gold medalist at that. He should be praised, recognized, and highly revered by all accounts everywhere. So his nickname when he walks in the ring is Son of God. He's married with 2 kids. He's not a misogynist guy. I'm not, when I use the term misogynist, I'm talking about how we treat the world, because we all know most men got some of that in them. So I'm not demeaning him by any means, by any accounts. But he's been pretty clean throughout. He doesn't curse in his interviews. He's exceptionally poised. He looks people in the eye. He's never denied me an interview. Actually, at the press conference, he realized at the the Kovalev fight, he realized I didn't get my question in, and he allowed me to ask him 3 or 4 questions. If you go down for that fight, he allowed me to ask him 3 or 4 questions because they wouldn't hand me the mic. So I guess they didn't want me to ask questions about Sergey or something like that. They know who I am. So anyways, moving forward. I would never pledge allegiance to the flag, which is HBO. I wouldn't do it. So I support Colin Kaepernick. I don't stand for the national anthem when I go to the arenas now, just for him. And it's a reminder of what the entire Pledge of Allegiance is. See, they only play a portion of it. And I'm 39 years old, college educated. I consider myself a very in tune person with what goes on in society, as you can see by my channel, from the half-naked women to social issues, talking about boxing, anything you want to talk about. I consider myself very in tune with reality. And I had no idea, as a 38, 39-year-old college-educated man, I had never heard the full version of the national anthem. And that's my stand. I try to walk out of the arena. I don't sit in the arena. I do my best not to be present in the media area for fights, just because I don't want it to be about me. When I'm not, as you guys know, I'm not afraid, nor do I fear anyone in the media area. I just choose not for the media section for it to be about me. I want it to be about the fighters. So I go to the back. I pretend to go to the bathroom. I do whatever I need to do. Right. And I've been doing that since September. So, barbershop conversations, that's how I feel. So no, I wouldn't, go to HBO, and 2, I would support Andre Ward and Virgil Hunter on everything that they wanted to do, because they have supported me. So barbershop conversations, feel free to hit the subscribe button, and I guess this is a conversation that we must continue. I'm about to listen to Dante's video right now as it relates to Shakur Stevenson, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.